Guess where I am?
It's Mr. Kino.
I am back in my boyfriend's bedroom for a fucking collab because our stuff is everywhere. There's really not much we can do because we are moving.
Yeah, we're in the process of packing up our lives and moving them into a different room, so...
If you could see the floor right now.
Yeah, if you could see what we're looking at, it brings tears to my eyes.
It's actually terrible. Just to get the two chairs next to each other, we actually nearly injured ourselves severely there.
It was an ordeal, yeah.
There's just boxes everywhere. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked. So, what are we doing today?
Well, we're playing a game that you found, and you wanted to show off to the gentle viewer.
The gentle viewer. What does that even mean?
I don't know, it's just a thing that people say.
What? Anyways, in my last video, I talked about 4 games I played in the last year that I really enjoyed and that I highly recommended to you guys. So I had the ingenious idea that we play one of those games. The game that we are going to be playing today is Let's Get Deep Friends Edition. You scared?
Yes,
I'm terrified too, don't worry.
personal depth is not a commonality of my channel, so this is going to be very interesting. I'm so much shorter than you.
We're the same height in real life, it's just the way the chairs are working out.
Yeah,
It just
one
doesn't
chair
look
is
great.
higher than the other. Okay. Well, no. That's a bit better.
You good now?
Yeah. Throughout the video, I can just...
Are you done playing?
Yeah.
Are you finished with your fragile masculinity now?
I'm done playing and I'm ready to start playing. Makes sense of that.
So, the way this game works is basically just to encourage chats, encourage talking, to help you get to know the people you're playing with better, as I mentioned in my last video. So, as I also mentioned, there are 3 categories of questions. There's icebreaker, deep, and deeper. Each category gets more personal, more deep, as it were, on the box. So yeah, each of us are going to be picking 1 card from each deck and answering the question that we get. I'm scared.
I'm excited, but also scared.
We'll be doing fine. We'll do fine, but it'll be great. It's content.
Yes, this is what the people want, don't they? They just want to know what other people are doing.
Exactly. Feel free to play along at home and feel free to put your answers to the questions in the comments as well, just so we can feel to get to know you better. That made no sense. I can't talk today. I am so sorry.
Don't try and form relationships with them.
Whatever, let's get started. So, first category is the icebreaker category. Do you want to go first or will I?
You go first, it's your channel.
Okay, fine. I've shuffled them, so I have no idea what card is going to come out. So, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, first card is... What was the last book I read? I actually did a review for this book on my channel. Self-plug. Look at me, self-plug. And I did a review for it. It was called Wildfire. I stupidly did not realize it was the sequel. Oh my god. Every time. Anyways, turns out it was a sequel to the book Icebreaker, which TikTok wouldn't shut the fuck up about, and I didn't realize that until halfway through when my friend actually told me. But it was a really good book. It was spicy. It was my first big girl book that wasn't from the young adult section, Hunger Games type shit. So yeah, it was a pretty good book. Would recommend. Just go watch my review for that book. It's worth a watch. What was the last book you read?
The book I'm in the middle of now is Red Dragon by Thomas Harris, but the last book I finished, I think, was Bram Stoker's Dracula, which I actually have a review for up on my channel. Vlog. Oh no, did I read The Time Machine since? I should have thought of this more while I was listening to you.
Look at me, I'm Brendan, I'm super culture. Look at me reading all this
It was
classic literature while I'm out here reading smut.
One could argue Dracula is very much smut as well, but I'm gonna go with Dracula because that's the one that I actually talked about on my YouTube channel, The Kino Cave. Subscribe. And yeah, it's a classic for a reason. You know, a lot of themes, a lot of ideas, a lot of great uses of literary techniques and things like that. And yeah, really fun, really cool if you want to know where Dracula the character came from. It's a really excellent read. If you can kind of cope with the like 150-year-old style of writing. Yeah.
Your turn to pick from the Deck of Doom.
interesting. Have you ever collected anything? If so, what? So, I'll answer. I guess my biggest collection is my physical media collection. If you go to my channel, you will see that I care a lot about physical media. I care a lot about collecting specifically movies, but I also like physical books rather than Kindles or iPads to read. And yeah, I'm a big proponent of physical media, and it's not doing so well, so go and buy your favorite movies on 4K and buy your favorite books physically, because the industry really needs it. And I do have a massive collection of physical media, which I'll certainly do a video about at some point in the future. But I love especially rare editions of physical media, like I have one for Shawshank Redemption, I have one for The Exorcist, all that kind of stuff. So that is easily the collection that I'm most proud of.
It's very fair, it's very impressive, and I love how each of your film friends as well are also very impressed with your collection whenever they come up here.
Yeah, all of my friends that I did film with in college all care a lot about physical media as well. A lot of them are very happy with my collection and inspires them to expand theirs, so I quite like that.
Sick, and that was just the icebreaker. Look at us yapping.
Do you have a collection
Do I have
proud of?
Do I have a collection? Ooh. As stupid as it sounds, I actually am probably the most proud of like my collection of the 2000s animated Barbie movies, which, believe it or not, are actually really hard to come by nowadays since they've grown in popularity since the Barbie movie came out last year, and like it was almost like a Barbie renaissance. Like even in Kex, or Sex as it's called in the fucking advertisements for some fucking reason, which is a place where we go for all our second-hand like DVDs, Blu-rays and all that stuff, and you get some bargains there. They do have a good few Barbie movies there that used to be like €2 or €3. Now they've like tripled in price and gone up to like €8 or €9 depending on the movie. So I am very proud that I have like most of the classic like ones from like 2001 onwards, so I am pretty proud of that.
Yeah, they'd be fairly rare now, so
They
I think
are
it is
so
impressive
rare.
that you have as many as you do.
I'm after like my stupid child me scratched and lost a few of them, but you know what, I still have majority of them, so I am pretty proud of that.
So I'd be proud of.
So yeah, look at us, that was just the icebreaker and we're already yapping, so
Yapping's what it's all about, that's the game.
let's get deeper. I went first last time, so I think it's only fair that you go first.
Okay, so this is the deep category.
The deep.
The cards get darker as they go.
Yeah, much like the questions. What you get?
I don't know how interesting it's going to be to talk about this, but what was an irrational fear you had as a kid? Okay, this is one that has actually like gone on into my adulthood in small ways, but I used to be terrified of like things, this is going to sound so wrong, I used to be terrified of things that were way bigger than me.
Okay, but to be fair, this is a genuine fear though. I'm not sure exactly what the name is, but I think it's thalassophobia or something. It's something like that. Big word, don't understand, but it's something.
I think when I explain myself, it's going to be very like normal. I used to, like, the most common example is when I'd be walking on like the footpath and there'd be like a massive like lorry truck would come by and it'd be like really close to the footpath and I would be fucking terrified. But I think it's
a valid fear.
I think I was scared of it to an irrational point, but I think it's a very normal fear to fear things that are like big enough that they could crush you, because I also used to like hate going up to giant statues and stuff as well, because I'd be afraid of, because they're so much bigger and they're so heavy and stuff like that.
That's like why some people are like terrified of the ocean, because it's fucking huge. Or like even ships, like the giant like propellers at the ass of it, they're huge. They're so
that would scare
scary.
the shit out of me.
Exactly. So it's a very valid fear.
I have it to a lesser degree now, but even some things can still like frighten me when they're like so big that they could actually crush me.
I think one of my favorite things is like showing him like those TikTok videos, like, oh, like here's this phobia, and it's just things that are huge and like gigantic, just are a lot bigger than you. I love scaring him, which sounds really mean, but I just like love seeing him being
it's okay.
like,
It's like it's one of those things where it's not gonna.
Ow.
It's not gonna like bother me a lot, but it's gonna frighten me in the moment, and then I just like.
I love like seeing him just be like.
Yeah, it's
but
mostly just uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, I get you. A lot of people probably share that fear, so you know what? You're not alone.
Send out in the comments if you have that same fear. What's your irrational fear?
My irrational
Do you
fear is
hate?
I was terrified of the dark as a kid, which
Oh,
I think a
okay.
lot of kids are.
Most kids are, I think.
I still am to a certain extent. Like, I need to sleep in complete darkness and stuff. But if I'm trying to fall asleep or whatever, and like a coat falls off a hook in my room, I will like probably shit myself and be like, "What the fuck is that?"
You know, and your like eyes adjust to the dark, and you can like kind of just.
It's the
see.
chair with the clothes
Yeah,
on it. It's like
exactly.
that's either my chair with the clothes on it, or it's a decapitated man sitting very still.
That still gets me sometimes though. I like look at it, I'm like, fuck, can you turn on the light and like get rid of it because
That is horrifying.
yeah, it's too.
Yeah.
I have a crazy imagination,
So do
that's
I.
why it happens to me.
Another one that I had, it's like still the thing in the dark, but I still do this. Like at my big age of 21, I still do this, and I hate the fact that I still do this. You know the way my stairs are like at home and my parents' house. Like my bedroom's here, and you go around the corner to the bathroom, and the stairs are right there. When you're coming out of the bathroom, you have to walk past the stairs, and I do this thing. I feel like I'm not alone in this, but I'll look down the stairs and I'll turn my back and I'll walk towards my bedroom door. My brain will tell me, like, someone's behind you, someone's running up the stairs behind you, and I will make myself really scared. Like, I will speed walk back to my room and like slam the door and be like, I'm safe, I'm in the light, I'm safe in the light. But like, it's just one of those stupid things like, yeah, Foxy from Friday Nights at Freddy's is running after you. It's like, please stop, brain. I am 21, I don't need this anymore. Tell me I'm not crazy. Tell me I'm not the only one who does this.
I've never personally had that, but I think that
I
again,
feel like a lot of people do. Though.
people with like overactive imaginations probably do
Big
have that.
thing for me. Like it's a problem. Like I'd be watching something downstairs at night time. We've like big sliding patio doors, like by the TV. I'd look over and I'd be like, a face is gonna pop there in 2 seconds. So like when I'm home alone, all the blinds and curtains are closed at night time. Like all the doors are closed. Like nothing is sneaking up behind me. It's bad. Am I being crazy? Probably, but hey, it's a fear. Okay, my turn. What's a random thing you know a lot about? Ooh, what do I know a lot about? See, I just know a lot about random things. Like it's, like in general, just like I have a lot of weird, like general knowledge, like fun factoids, tidbits kind of thing. I'm not sure, is there like a specific topic that I know a lot about? I don't know that much. I really don't. Like, it seems like I do, but I really don't. I just know what Matt Pat talked about when he was doing game theory, and I just haven't watched any game theory since he left, because I can't bring myself to do it. But besides that, if I had to pick something, once again, it was probably just early 2000s, like Barbie movies, and like probably just kid shows in general. Like I know a lot of like facts about like what goes on. Quiet on Set fucking broke me when that came out. I still haven't watched it, but I'm dying to watch it because like I just like knowing things. I just like being in the know, you know?
Yeah, I know. I like that behind the scenes kind of.
Yeah. What's a random thing you know a lot about? Because I feel like your
I
brain is a
review-
steel trap of knowledge of a lot of weird stuff. Like I just be doing something and he'd come up to me and be like, Kiki, like you know, like this thing, like, and go on like a 10-minute rant about whatever it is this time, you know? But what is it?
Yeah, like I do have a lot of like I would go down internet rabbit holes and like look at one specific topic or person and research them a lot, and I have a lot of like general knowledge kind of trivia facts because I quite like you know, trivia and things like that. But I think just the one that's on my mind at the moment, because I'm currently like replaying all the Assassin's Creed games and I'm a big AC fan, and I kind of don't realize how much I actually know about it until I start explaining it to you, and then I realize the amount of lore, because like it's a game that's known for having a shitload of like pointless lore, but the amount of it I actually know is like off by heart.
It's kind of scary.
It
Like
is.
I'm just sitting there like, I support you.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like sometimes I can't believe I've wasted so much of my brain, the space in my brain, just learning about it.
See, the two of us would be absolute fucking geniuses if we actually applied ourselves to like, you know, actual like knowledge.
Yeah.
But no, it's wasted on early 2000s Barbie movies and Assassin's Creed and Batman, apparently.
I do know a lot about Batman as well.
That's another one.
That's a whole
But
other
that's a
kind of
video
thing.
for another day.
Yeah, I feel like the amount I know about Batman is less sad.
Okay, on to our final category. Are you ready? It's my turn to go first. I'm literally sweating.
Is it my turn to go first? No, it's yours.
You just went first.
Yeah.
We spent so long yapping that we lost track. Can't wait to edit this down. Woo! What upgrades are you in need of? We need a fucking couch is what we need. We just got rid of his like shitty couch that was in this room. It was secondhand. And it was...
In fairness, it was like new when we got it.
Okay, it was like new when we got it, and it was like a sofa bed. We used it so much that the springs actually went and it started to sink down like that, and now both of us have back problems because of that stupid couch. It's bad. We need a new couch. But we have a new couch. We have a new couch in our new place, but we're not there yet. We're still here. So right now we're just like I'm sitting on our laundry basket as we speak, and my back is starting to hurt. But yeah, I would say a couch. We need a goddamn fucking couch. Your turn. Go on. What is it?
If you were granted a redo of the past year, would you do anything differently? That is deep. Because that's what
it is the deeper card.
That is what I call it though. A redo of the past year. No, this is like not a particularly deep answer because this is YouTube, but last night I finally got around to watching Godzilla -1, which is a fucking phenomenal film, and I would recommend it to anybody and everybody.
Doesn't matter who you are, watch this movie. I'd probably like it.
You probably, well, you might.
I have weird taste, so like don't use me as an example.
You could love it or hate it, but I do recommend it. Like everybody, go watch Godzilla -1 because it's a phenomenal film, and I didn't catch it in cinemas when it came out in late last year, and having seen it now, I really wish that I had gone to see it in the cinemas when it was there. So yeah, that would be, again, if I could redo last year, I would have made it more of a point of seeing that movie. I know there's like a lot of, personal things that I could have put as an answer for that, but let's not get that deep.
Not yet. Not yet. At another time.
Someday I'll have a mental breakdown and get cancelled, and then I can
just your charge
do. I can do that. Yeah.
Okay. If I were to answer this, like if I could do a redo of the last year, overall, I think I'm fairly happy with how last year turned out. But there is one thing that I kind of fucked up. It's not major, but it kind of fucked me over slightly. I had the idea of I uploaded every Friday for months, and that's how it went, which was fine. But then when I'd finish the videos early, I'd be like, fuck, I just want to upload them now. So I did a community post. It's like, should I stick to Fridays or should I, just do it whenever? Whenever won the vote. And yeah, since I started doing it randomly, the algorithm did not like that. So my views were sent plummeting, which is no big deal, but it's a little disheartening when you're trying as hard as I am, because I love editing my videos, I love recording, I love doing things like this, having other people around and recording stuff for me. I love doing it, but seeing the views drop that drastically, it was a bit disheartening. So if I had to go back and do a redo, I would not do it randomly. I would stick to every Friday because my videos aren't getting to as much people as I'd like them to.
Yeah, I mean, when I listen to big YouTubers and how they talk about, not even that big, but people in the hundreds of thousands of subscribers and stuff.
More than us.
They all say that consistency is the most important thing, because the algorithm will never smile on you if you're inconsistent. So
yeah, I was doing so well as well.
Yeah,
you're doing really well. You're every 10 days, and you're
I upload every 10 days, no matter what.
His views are they're going great.
For where I am. Anyway.
For where you are, the views are great. Yeah. Me, less so. But that's probably the one thing I would change. But I'm still going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep pushing, I'm going to keep going. I'm not giving up. The algorithm, you will submit. Please don't take me down for saying that.
YouTube will smile on you one day.
Yeah. One day they will know my name. But yeah, that's what I'd redo. So, did you have fun? Do you feel like you built a connection with my audience, not yours, for some fucking reason?
Well, it's weird playing a game like this when I know that you think that we're looking at you, but we're looking at a Canon M50. So,
We don't even have a mirror to like hold up like, oh my god, trippy. We don't even have that right now.
exactly, yeah. So
Everything's in the new place.
it is fun kind of going through these questions, and because I think they are all really interesting questions, and I think when we play them with people, like, to get to know them better, it's very useful. And as well, the fact that you have so many different cards, that it's not just one deck of cards with like deep questions about sex and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that can get really kind of boring and kind of annoying. The fact that you have icebreaker questions and like slightly deep but not so deep questions, it really is useful, I think, as a conversation starter.
Like, we've been recording for nearly a half an hour now, and obviously this will be cut down for like the sake of like, you know, watchability, but hey, it's a lot of fun. Like, we be absolutely yapping, and don't worry, there's more yapping content coming the way soon, I promise. You will not be disappointed.
So yeah, I think especially for people like say me, like my social skills aren't great, so I think for someone like me, that game is really useful, and I really like all the questions. And I like how all the questions, like, there's a good variety of them, because a lot of these games kind of just tend to go towards, like, you know, they're Cards Against Humanity type humor.
Sex, drugs, rock and roll, that
Exactly,
kind of
it's all about, like, you know, sex and stuff. But with these ones, it's a lot more about just
building
basic
connections.
things. Yeah.
Getting to know each other better, which we love to see. Like, we played this with one of our really good friends, and we were chatting for, I'd say, well over an hour.
Yeah, like you could have like an hour-long chat on any one of the cards.
Literally.
Really, I think it's really useful for that, and I would definitely recommend that people buy it, especially if you're, you know, trying to make more friends or maybe get closer with your friends. It's a really useful game for that.
So if you enjoyed watching us play
There's
this
a
game,
relationship edition as well.
there is like this is the Friends edition, which actually wasn't the original edition. The original edition is just called Let's Get Deeper, and it's just for couples. That would not be appropriate to play here.
No,
so,
but if you're,
you know,
if you're a couple and you want to get to know each other better, get on the same wavelength, then go for that one.
So if you enjoyed watching us play this game, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new here and you like our vibes, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell button to be notified when I decide to grace the internet with my presence again. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and follow him on Instagram. Our names will be on screen now. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok. As always, my name will be on screen now. Don't forget to subscribe to his channel. He is probably... I don't mean to poke you, I'm sorry. He has so much interesting content about movies, books, a plethora of stuff. You name it, go subscribe. You will never be bored. Like, you're just a knowledge machine. Speak. Oh my god. Stop it. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked.
Again.
Subscribe to Mr. Kino, subscribe to me. We will see you soon in the next video. Bye!
Bye.
I don't know. What do you want to do? Yes. Yes, girl, give us nothing.
I don't want to do the Kevin McAllister thing. That's what everyone does.
There we go, I have it.
Fuck.